Hi everyone and welcome to Vlogmas day 6. So it's Saturday today and it's just coming up to lunchtime. Mr. French Seams is downstairs cooking our lunch. There's definitely a calmer weekend, more chilled out vibe going on today. The week just gone was very busy. It really was. Mr. French Seams was travelling for a lot of it, so I was flying solo, so it was quite full on. But now today there's definitely a more weekend vibe to the air, which is just lovely. It's really great. So we had a lovely evening last night watching the toy show. So it didn't finish until about midnight, so it is really the late toy show. It goes on quite late, but it was just gorgeous. It lived up to all expectations and even exceeded them. It was just beautiful. It really was. We both really enjoyed it, and we have it recorded now and our boys are going to watch it today. They've already watched a little bit of it this morning. It was the Grinch theme, so they loved that. They watched the opening number was just great. So yeah, they're really looking forward to seeing the rest of it. So that's been our morning. The weather is utterly miserable, but never mind. I've just popped up here to catch up with you guys, let you know what I'm wearing, and of course do my advent calendars. So today what I'm wearing is, I made this, well, I'll scroll back. About 3 years ago, when I was dabbling with crochet, I found this fantastic pattern for this little Santa and I just loved him. And then I went down a rabbit hole and made millions of Santa Clauses. I just loved doing it because I'd found this pattern online. It was just literally a grey jumper with these kind of appliqued Santa Clauses on it, and I really wanted to make it. So that Christmas I made the Santa Clauses, and then I found a little pattern for the candy canes, and then they sat in a drawer for a year, which was then 2 years ago when I bought this grey ready to wear jumper, I think just from Pennies, and then I appliqued these on 2 years ago. So now this is so I call it 2 or 3 years old, this jumper. It's just a ready to wear grey sweatshirt. Of course I've got a thermal vest on underneath it, and then I've just got my little Santa Clauses and my candy canes, which I just love. So just wearing it today with ready to wear jeans. So I think it's really cute and really Christmassy. Oh, there's the sun, wonderful. So I just love wearing this. Oh, I'm going to close the blinds. That's blinding. Not that I'm ever going to give out about the sun shining. Of course, then it disappears when I close the blinds. Never mind. So this is my lovely jumper and I just love wearing this every Christmas. I really enjoy it. Another thing I found in my travels, so I was going up to the attic to get all our Christmas clothes out and I found my Christmas quilt. So I think I made this about 2 years ago and it was from a patchwork parcel from the lovely Anne-Marie at the Crafty Studio, and it was for a Christmas present quilt. And I just loved getting it back out again. Isn't it just fantastic? So it has these blocks, all these lovely Christmas present blocks. And then I backed it in a beautiful holly with kind of gold bits on the leaves. I just loved it. And I did my little squiggles on the to quilt it as well. So I was so happy to find this the other day, and it's now on our couch. So I'm tucking up under it every night. It's just lovely. So I do love getting these things out every year, and I'm so pleased I got this made up. This was the reason I started going to a patchwork class, because I got the box but wasn't fully confident in starting to piece and quilt, all that good stuff. So that's why I went to that patchwork class a number of years ago, which I just loved. And then afterwards I felt confident enough to make this. So I think I made this around June, I think, a couple of years ago. So love getting it out now each year, and the colours are just beautiful. I love it. So delighted that's back in rotation again as well. So shall we do advent calendars? I think we shall. Super excited. So shall we start with Sam Katherine's? Today is a Sam day because it's green, and day 6. There's no confusion with 6 and 9, which is great. Thank you very much. And on the back it says, have a cozy cup. So yeah, I had kind of half thought this was a mug of some description, but I have no idea what it is at all. So it's packaged very well, thank you. And let's open this up and see. It's a great size. This will make an epic cup of tea. Oh, look. It has a little flamingo, and at the base it's stars. How perfect is that? That is just, oh, it's just gorgeous. That is magnificent. That's going to make a bathtub of tea, which I'm delighted about. I'm going straight downstairs to get a cup of tea in that. Thank you, Sam. I just love it. I'm very particular with cups and mugs with tea. I'm not quite sure if other people like that, and I can tell instantly this is going to make an excellent cup of tea. Oh, thank you, Sam. That's just magnificent. Love it. Excellent. Day 6 for Adam. So I'm hoping, yes, because his days are odd. No, his days are even, so there's no chance that could be a 9. Okay, phew. Day 6 for Adam. So there was a couple of texts this morning saying, Rachel, I think you'll love it. And then I took this out and felt it. I know exactly what this is and I'm very excited. I think it's binding. So let's open it up and see. My spidey senses are tingling. My binding senses are tingling. It is, oh, magnificent. I'm going to take it out of the plastic as well to show you properly. This is beautiful. And this just has Adam's colourways all over it. Look at this. It's Specky Seamstress binding. You know how much I love Specky Seamstress binding. And it's this incredible kind of light teal colour with these pink stars. That is just gorgeous. They were spot on. I absolutely love it, and I shall be using it very, very soon. That is just gorgeous, and that definitely is Adam's colours for sure. I love it. Wouldn't that match perfectly with the webbing we got the other day, the yellow one with the stars? Excellent. Oh, that is gorgeous. I'm delighted with that. Thank you very, very much. So pleased with that. A mug of tea and new binding. What could be better? Thank you. So that's about it for now. So my plans for today: I'm going to pop downstairs now, have a little bit of lunch, and then we're going to just kind of have a little mill around. Maybe we usually go to the library on Saturdays. We might try and do that. And then I'm going to go get my nails done. So I'm really hoping they have a really Christmassy red. So I'm really hoping they do, but I shall report back, obviously. So after that, I think we're going to go and get our Christmas tree, but it is pretty soggy outside. So I'm a bit sorry for the Christmas tree that he's going to be really, really soggy, but never mind. We'll look after him. So then that's basically going to be the afternoon and evening. So decorating the Christmas tree, so get all the Christmas decorations out. So the house is going to be an absolute heap for at least a day while everything gets kind of put back to where it should be, and then everything gets put back, the boxes and all that good stuff. But I love it because you forget what you had last year and just the memories of the stuff you have, so I just can't wait. And I might pick out a few of my favourite decorations and show them to you later as well. So for tonight, after the boys go to bed, I might do a cheeky bit of sewing. I would love to get my sequined linden sweatshirt made up. I really would like to get that made up because I really want to wear it next week. So I'd love to get that made up, and then I can start planning what I'd like to make maybe tomorrow. But that's my plan for the rest of the day. So I will check in with you again this evening. Hello everyone, so it's about 9:30 in the evening now, so I thought I'd give you a little update of what I've been up to. So we went to get our Christmas tree, which was lovely, and we spent the whole afternoon decorating it. And I'm sure this happens in your house too. You reach the point of basically no return, that every single Christmas decoration has made it into the house, and then everything needs to kind of be put back where it should be, like the lights that go here and the tinsel that goes there, and the house is in an absolute heap. But the tree is now done. The decorations are up everywhere. Everything that needs to be put away has now been put away again, and the place looks amazing. It's so nice. I found all my Christmas scented candles. So downstairs, the tree does smell amazing on its own, but I've got all my candles on the go and everything. It's just magic. So we've had a lovely, lovely afternoon. My boys were catching up on the toy show, which they really, really enjoyed. And I snuck out and got my nails done. So I have this really cool Christmassy glitter, which I just love. So it's been a lovely, lovely day. So it's quite late in the evening now, but I was really determined to do a little bit of sewing, hence the reason the glasses are on the head, because safety first, folks. I was sewing with sequins, so decided to take out my contact lenses, put on the glasses just in case there was a little sequin that decided to make a little launch for it. Thankfully, nothing happened. So they're back up my head. So apologies again for squinting, but I got my linden sweatshirt made. So I'm so delighted I got this made, because I think I mentioned before I want to wear this next week when I'm going out for a little party. So shall I show you? So here is my linden sweatshirt. Look at the sequins. So this sequin fabric is from the Fabric Obsession, the lovely Becky and Adele. I think it's just magnificent. And then I got a metre of this and I accented it with the sleeves. I just had some crushed velvet. Dropping everything. That was my lip gloss. So yes, I just had a little bit of velvet knocking around the place, as you do this time of year, and I'm super, super pleased. Look at that. So I bound the neckline in the binding that we got this morning in Adam's advent calendar, which I love. And I also put in a little label. Where's it gone? I've lost it. Here it is. The label that the wonderful Sam gave me the other day. So I've got cocktails, I've got sequins, I've got binding. I am one happy lassie. I really am. So I hadn't made this in a very, very, very long time. The neckline is quite low, but I think that's quite nice in a kind of a more going outy style top. So I'm going to wear this with a pair of ready to wear black jeans and maybe my brown boots, which I wear all the time, and then maybe some sparkly earrings. I think today I've got little reindeers in. So very, very happy I got this sewn up, absolutely delighted. And yes, all the sequins behaved themselves, kind of. I did it on the sewing machine, didn't want to do it in the overlocker, so yes, but they were all very, very well behaved, thank goodness. That is my linden. So I will wrap it up for now because it's getting quite late, and I'm going to go downstairs now and watch a little bit of TV with the very lovely Mr. French Seams. But throughout getting out all our Christmas decorations, I thought I'd show you some of my Memade decorations. So very, very quickly, I found my very first mug rug when I first started on my kind of piecing quilting adventures, which I love. It's a little Christmas tree, and then the back is a little snowman, so this is adorable for having a little cup of tea or hot chocolate or something nice. Oh, that reminds me, I did have a fantastic cup of tea earlier in my flamingo mug. Wonderful. It makes an excellent cup of tea. Thank you, Sam. So that was my little mug rug. Then I found this, which I think I made last year or maybe the year before. It was one of those really random videos I think I saw on Facebook or Instagram Reel, where they just speed up the making, no instructions, no nothing. You just have to figure it out. And it basically fits an entire tub of roses. It's magnificent. And these are lovely Aldi fat courtiers, which I have not been successful in getting for over a year. I don't know what has happened. Yes, it's very upsetting news. But this is really cute. It's kind of got these little pockets. That's a little Jazz and Wow button there. And it's just a really, really cute mix. So it's a nice little tub. You can put sweets in it or whatever you like. I think it's very cute. I did find all our crowning glories from Waves and Wild. So I've made 2 sets of these for the 4 of us. This one is my one that I made a couple of years ago. It's a reversible crown, which is really, really nice. We wear them all the time. I did have 4 of them that I made years and years and years ago, and myself and Mr. French Seams ones still fit, but the boys certainly don't. So I do love wearing these. And this year, that year that I made those, oh, here's the other year. That was the first year I made them. Little candy canes. I think this fabric was from Fabric Romance. It's absolutely gorgeous. This was high COVID. I have memories of this Christmas. But for that Christmas with the starry fabric, I made us all little cutlery holders as well. I think this starry fabric was from Love Fabrics, I believe. And then I cricketed my name, because to cricket is a verb, I think. So I cricketed all our names in them, and we still use them every year to hold our cutlery. So love those. Then I found this little flamingo cross stitch that my lovely friend Mandy gave me last year, and I was able to make up last Christmas, which I love. These are going straight in the Christmas tree when I go downstairs. I did a foundation paper piecing sewing machine last year, which is fun. And then this random cathedral pane, because I was curious about how to do a cathedral pane. These are the thoughts that go around my head. Then I found this, which my wonderful friend Benita kindly made for me a couple of years ago. She is just so talented. This beautiful crochet angel. Isn't that just gorgeous? That's going in the tree. Thank you, Benita. The work here is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Then I did mention, I think, about my sparkly wool. Did I mention it? Yes, my sparkly wool. I think I mentioned this in my knit and stitch video, that I bought tinsel wool and I was wondering what to do with it. And I'm going to make these little guys, and they are Terry's Chocolate Orange bobbleheads. So hopefully where you live, you get Terry's Chocolate Oranges. They're basically, they look like oranges. They're chocolate, they're orange chocolate, and they're delicious. And you can make these little cozies for them in crochet. So I think these are very cute. So I did mention vaguely about Terry's Chocolate Orange bubble hats, but I want to show you what they actually are. They're just cute decorations anyway. Last but by no means least, I have been talking about this on my channel a good few times, and it is my mosaic. So this is the very first mosaic piece I made. It's I went to Fia Mosaic, so she does fabulous mosaic workshops in Dublin, so I'll link her down below. This is the first thing I made with her a good few years ago. I made this little holly tray, and I just think it's gorgeous for putting little snacks and drinks on. I love it. And I've then been twice since with older French Seams. He just adores it as well. So if you are, as I always say, local or not so local to Dublin, and this mosaic workshop is just fantastic, absolutely gorgeous. So I was delighted to find that again. So I love finding all these little decorations that you kind of forget about during the year, and then you take out and you just enjoy for the whole of December. It's just magic. So I shall leave it there for now. If you have any favourite decorations or favourite memories, please do share them with me. I'd love to hear them. I'm off to go downstairs now to watch a bit of TV and maybe do a little bit more knitting. So I will catch up with you again in the morning for day 7. Have a lovely evening, folks.